I've never imagined such absolute darkness. I've known the gloom of mountain caves, and starless nights spent among the crumbling stones and fallen columns of an old and nameless temple of some half-forgotten god. I've known the darkness of the desert, and winds howl through the night, and the sky is hidden by blowing sand. I remember the secret darkness of cells, the stuffiness of windowless rooms, the emptiness of tombs. Darkness could be as friendly as a fireside to those who knew it well. It's night, it smothers me. It crushes and bears down, much like the pain pressing upon my heart. I'm exhausted. My nerves cannot endure the screaming silence, so I lift my voice in song. When that grows wearisome, I curse until my lungs burn with the strain and I collapse. It's nothing but to fend the darkness off with thoughts of bygone days. More and more the quiet gives way to remembered voices of old friends. So here I lie, and free my memory to drift.
How are you? I have to be back in Canada to help with the wedding preparations. Joel, get up! You're a noisy one. You'll sleep through the heritage and gate roll. Depends on the tune he's playing at the time. Come, seat yourself. Joel, sit. Sit. I don't you go. You have to listen. Do you hear that? There is nothing. Listen very carefully. It's the sound of your freedom slipping away. I don't have time for this. It won't be so bad. She'll come to you, Steve. A vision of perfection, with eyes and cascading locks of the purest love. The skin, ivory, touched with the faintest golden glow. You'll know her by the chorus of angels preceding her every step. She'll come to you, Stephen, a lily among thorns. Her lips will tip in a gracious smile. She'll lean close, closer. You're her puppet, my friend, and you're thinking, that's not such a terrible thing. She'll touch your arm, ever so slightly, and then she'll whisper, I come for your soul! You're a despicable friend. Is there any truer kind? This is so beyond me. God, what do I do? Most likely tell you to quit your belly aching and live while you can. Come, we have 2 days before that Delilah thrusts you into the greatest paradise. And what is that? Happy marriage. Very well. Excellent, excellent. We'll stop by the old Greybeard shop and see if James would care to join us. Yes. Oh. What? I have a day at most to ensure that all these invitations get delivered. My mother sent for relatives and name. That or no will take to dusk. And then there's my father's brother here in Nazareth, cousins from Magdala, and that old potter woman my mother made yesterday. This is why God never wed. So you'll help me then? To honor condemned man's final wish. Very well. Here, take this. It carries the names of those from Nazareth who are to attend. Be sure that only these specific people receive the invitations. My mother's very adamant about that for some reason. Andrew's coming. They'll drink all the wine and start singing about flying turnips again. His mother's a friend of my mother. Who is it? Joel? Thank you. I know your feelings on that matter, but I'm still grateful for your support. 2 days, Stephen. 2 days. That's all you have left. Till we meet again in Cana.
Your food is prepared.
Mary? Mary?
What troubles you?
Nothing.
Mary. He'll be fine.
No, it's just, well, it's the wash, and James is off to the market, so I'm trying to sort out a meal for him, and Ada's dress needs mending.
He'll be fine.
We lost him once, Joseph. Do you remember? I can't lose him again.
I remember my heart stopping when we first realized it. I remember the long trek back to the temple in Jerusalem. And more importantly, love, I remember his words. Why were you searching for me? Didn't you know I had to be in my Father's house? He's not ours to lose.
Ah, Joseph.
Ah, Levi. Fetch my coins, will you?
Margie.
You come a long way.
Rome's hand stretches far.
And straight into our pockets.
Joel, you're looking well.
As is that collection of yours. The business of robbing kinsmen is quite lucrative these days, eh?
Thank you, love. So whatever happened to our resident tax collector?
Ah, Emmaus. Well, he was pressured out of service some 3 weeks back. He refuses to talk. You wouldn't know anything about that now, would you, Joel?
No, but I'd gladly hear more.
We'll leave that for another day. God be with you, Levi.
And with you. Farewell, Joel.
Tell me what's worse. The man who robs your home or the family dog that licks his feet?
Reckless words pierce like a sword, Joel, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Take care of that sword of yours. It may cut to a heart that may need comfort.
Pray more than idle words cut that traitor's heart.
Your father's been looking for you.
What? Oh, yes. Care to attend a wedding?
Has he and his bride arrived then?
Not that I can tell.
It's sure to be an occasion. The road to Cana has seen more use in the past few days than it has all month. I'd be interested in attending an occasion.
Oh, well, have your chance. Thrice over.
Sadly, no. James and I have work to finish. But Mary will be going, though.
And what of Jesus? I haven't seen him of late.
He's at Bethany beyond the Jordan.
That? I hear his cousin's creating quite the stir there, what with his talk of fire and repentance. Never would have thought Jesus wanted to entertain such spectacle.
But John's preaching brings to mind more than just simple spectacle.
What's that?
Prophecy. You know well what is written. See, I will send my messenger before me, who will prepare the way before me. Then suddenly the Lord you're seeking will come to his temple. The messenger of the covenant whom you desire will come, says the Lord Almighty.
So, you believe what John says, that the kingdom of heaven is near.
Joel, I believe it's been near for 30 years now.
Pardon me, gentlemen. Could you spare a moment?
Oh, more than that, friend, rest yourself. Would you care for food or drink?
That is most gracious, sir. But my daughter and I are in need of haste. What is the name of this place?
Nazareth?
Aye. Then how far to Canaan?
It's about 5 miles or so. Have you come for the wedding?
Aye. We originally hail from the island Cyprus. Your roads are most difficult. It is difficult to reach from here?
Not at all. It's
Extremely difficult. I'd be happy to show you a swifter route if you'd like.
That's very kind of you, sir.
That is most gracious, sir.
Be my pleasure.
Come, Irene. Thank you both.
safe journey, friend. God be with you.
Tell my father that I will be in Cana for the night, will you?
Just don't lead them all up and down to Galilee. These two are hard pressed for time.
Yes. Shall we be off?
Yes.
Give my bill to James. And never mind dinner tonight.
Fate in her infinite tea sought to make a hypocrite of this cynic, and I bowed before her games. I was captivated. The usual tedium of the keener trek vanished behind half-truths and poor attempts at wit, as I regaled Irene with tales befitting the mighty men of old Israel. Still she blushed. Still she laughed in her melodic way, and I treasured every moment. She in turn dazzled the imagination with stories of her far-off Cyprus and its Grecian architecture. Never imagined such a world. Within the span of a few short hours, Irene and I were talking and laughing as if we'd been friends since birth. As our destination loomed to the horizon, I had already set a date for our wedding. But fate had not yet finished her work.
Thy Lord our God, King of the universe, who created joy and gladness, groom and bride, rejoicing, glad song, pleasure, delight, love, brotherhood, peace, and companionship. So, Lord our God, let there be here in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem the sound of joy and the sound of gladness, the voice of the groom and the voice of the bride, the sound of jubilation of brooms on their canopies and of youths on their feasts of song. Blessed art thou, Lord our God, who gladdens the groom with the bride. Blessed art thou, Lord our God, King of the universe, who created all things for his glory.
For 3 days, the celebration rang throughout all of Canaan. It was a time of release for a far crushes and bears down, much like the pain pressing upon my heart. Revel in the fulfillment of God's ultimate desire for one man and one woman. Irene, that name twisted like a blade in my heart. For those 3 days, I threw myself into indulgence, taking the pleasure of wine and women, and yet the sting remained. I hated her for her ignorance. I hated Stephen for his joy. I hated myself. So when opportunity hailed from a far-off city, I packed my belongings and bid emotion farewell. If you can't master your heart, run from it.
There you are. Come, my friend. Andrew has proclaimed himself heir and is declaring amnesty for all the lentils that have recently offended him.
That's generous.
We're trying to goad him to pardon squash, but he's not having it.
Can you blame him? It's a very rude vegetable.
So, will you join us then?
Sadly, no. I'm to be off soon.
What? Where to?
Capernaum, to lead an underground resistance against that tyrant Andrew.
Well, I'm sure the vegetables will appreciate it, but Irene and I won't. Is something the matter, my friend?
No, I just need to get away for a time.
You grow weary of home.
Nazareth has been all I've ever known, and what do I have to show for it? When I was traveling here with Irene, she opened my eyes to a wealth of possibilities, none of which lie in the already known. I need distance.
She'll miss you. We both will.
Take care of us.
I believe you have fallen into the greatest paradox, my friend.
What is that?
Sentimental cynicism. What's happening?
What has it, Stephen? Oh, wait, you little creature. Check this for us.
No!
But Stephen.
Calm
Stephen,
yourself. You need to calm
I know,
yourself.
Stephen, but there's no more wine, and the people keep calling for more, and we just have nothing to give them, Stephen. Oh, God, help us, Stephen. There's no more wine.
How can that be? You bought out all the wineries in Cana.
Take those jugs and fill them.
No. Our guests will not be drinking water. Listen, just get yourself back to sleep festivities, okay? Just listen. Promise you see us once more before you leave?
Of course.
They have no more wine.
Dear woman, why do you involve me in this? My time has not yet come.
Do whatever he tells you.
Go fill the jars of water.
Quickly!
Now, draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet.
What do you play at?
Forgive me,
Everybody brings out the choice wine, then the cheaper one after the guests have had too much to drink. Ha 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 ha! But you have saved the best till last.
I arrived in Capernaum that following evening to take up residence with my father's sister. Her husband, Jonathan, had fallen to palsy some 3 years back and was reduced to little more than an invalid. This left their business floundering, as the bulk of the responsibility fell upon a young lad, Dismas. He was a ward of the family, honest and earnest enough, but lacking in the judgment necessary to maintain a company. So I took on his assistant. As one might imagine, the thrills to be had in such a profession were minimal at best. To combat the monotonous hours, I busied myself with the current affairs of the time, which consistently revolved around two subjects: the Roman scourge spreading throughout Israel, and the happenings of my old townsman Jesus. To think that name once belonged to a simple carpenter's son. Now it raised religious hackles and carried with it the whisper of Messiah. Jesus Messiah. How could I bring myself to buy into such a delusion? and yet memory continued to press an undeniable truth. Water to wine.
Joel! Joel, wake up! Jonathan calls for you.
No way. I'm dead.
Joel, he sounds anxious.
Go see to the storehouse.
Come in, Joel.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I apologize for waking you.
No, not at all.
Would you care for a plate?
Dismiss mentioned there may be a matter of importance to hear.
Of course. Straight to it then.
Excuse me. Let me clear this.
Before you arrived, the shop fared poorly, but not at the fault of young Dismas. We managed as best we could, but unfortunately, it was not sufficient to keep pace with the rise in taxes. Levi was stopping by this morning to collect. Now, the way of these men is to gather what their superiors deem is a sufficient amount from their district.
To pocket anything additional would none the wiser.
I have no love for the profession either, Joel. But they represent Rome. We must be cautious.
They represent the reason our nation has fallen. Just as Joseph was sold by his brother, so Levi and his kind sell us to Rome. How are we to contend?
God permits our nation to be punished. He gave our fathers into the hands of the Egyptians and the Syrians. And when they repented, so also came his mercy. God now uses Rome to chasten us, Joel.
But are we just to put up with the riots and to bend our backs to the whips? Let us fight as the Maccabees did.
If my people who are called by my name humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Our hope lies not in the insurrection you advocate, but in spiritual revival. We have forsaken him, and still he graces us with his promise. Messiah will come, my son. He will come.
Thank you for the meal.
You're a blessing to us, Joel. Rachel and I offer our prayers of thanks for you every day.
Come in. Is there something I can assist you with?
Yes, young man. Who owns this fishing shop?
The master of the house, Jonathan.
Is he the fair-haired young man with the penchant for arguing political causes?
No, sir. That would be Joel.
Joel.
Yes, may I help you?
Well, that remains to be seen. I'm Oma, and I am new to these parts.
Oh, well, if it's fine netting you're looking for, there's no better supply shop this side of the Geneseret.
Well, I'll have to take your word for that. My name is Omar, and I've just come to Captain. Can I have a seat?
Absolutely. Dismiss, fetch the gentleman a chair, will you? Excuse me one moment.
Joel, didn't expect to see you here all the way from Nazareth.
Levi? Oh, always a pleasure.
Now, I'm sure it has to be, considering the delinquency of your employer's dues.
I can give you 15.
Excellent start. An additional 10, and we shall call the debt paid.
That is a quarter of our monthly budget.
Joe, I don't make the laws.
You just take advantage of them.
Joe, I've missed you. I really have. Oh. Look here, it appears as though I've missed a month. So, 15 didrachma and an additional 15, and we shall call the debt paid. What does that make, boy?
Fair day's wages, it seems to me.
Bit of advice, Joe. Feed the family dog on time, and he won't need to lick any feet. Peace be with you, gentlemen.
Jonathan, I'm sorry.
Why? Dennis Payne thinks of this man.
He is. You come not as a customer, but as an angel?
Save your sweet talk for the women, boy. I just fume at the thought of our brethren making profit off of our hardships.
Would you care to fume a little more in my direction? I could use the extra coin. Why?
Why? Why should I let that come between me and my dream? Why should it become between you and your dream? Like I said, I just came to Captain. I've been a sailor my whole life. I've been from the farthest points of Greece, Tyre, Sidon. I've seen strange things. I've had many adventures.
Sir, we would love to hear them sometime.
Oh, you don't want to get me started, young man. You keep me chattering and I'll have your ear all day.
Shall we see you again, sir?
Sure will. Take care.
God's blessing.
Thank you, young man.
Good day.
One day I'll see the world, Joel. I'll sell the agent, dine in Athens, and trace the footsteps of our people out of Egypt.
Only after you wipe down the display.
I'll see the world, Joel. Just like Omar.
The next day saw a rush of business like none we'd ever experienced. Dismas and I ran about tending customers who demanded the same nets used by two of the local fishermen. When prompted, they spoke of a miracle hauling by Simon and Andrew. It was odd for this time of year. And someone mentioned an all too familiar name.
I tell you, it wasn't magic netting, it was Jesus! Look, he was teaching us from the boat. Do you see the boat? When someone told Simon and Andrew to go down to the deeper part of the Gennesaret and cast out their nets. Now the notion was ludicrous, of course. No one caught anything all day. In fact, Simon himself was...
I don't know, Jesus. I mean, I can't find anything.
But nevertheless, they did. And when they cast out their nets, and they were pulling it in, and it was human punch. And I think Andrew pulled something. But nevertheless, it took both Simon, Andrew, and both the Zebedee boys to bring in the load. And those boys who left.
This by Jesus' command?
It's a miracle, I tell you.
What is this commotion?
He'll tell you.
A miracle!
In the span of a week, I heard that word uttered hundreds of times over. Some barely breathed it as if the word itself deserved reverence. Others screamed it at the top of their lungs. The intellectuals laughed it off. Yet none stood comparison to the one time that word went unspoken. The one time a heart cried with strength far surpassing any voice.
Joel?
Oh, good day, Oma.
How do you fare?
Well enough. How's your seafaring?
Well, I tell you, the Genesaret's not the same since Andrew and Simon pulled out their supernatural catch. It seems like everyone is down there pining for their own.
They should get themselves a Jesus. He seems to make such phenomena all easier to come by these days.
What's that name again? Who is this Jesus?
Not a man, some say.
Well, what do you say?
To speak truth, I haven't an answer. I knew him once as a fellow townsman. Kind, quiet, wise in his words. He's a superb craftsman, easily rivaling his father. I never would have thought such a gentle soul could captivate thousands and yield miracles as if they were his trade.
You sound smitten.
Hardly, but there is no denying the authority of his teachings.
Well, perhaps it's a matter of possession.
He casts out the evil spirits.
Well, perhaps he himself is the king of all evil, and by his power he may cast them out. I bait you, Joel, I bait you. But be careful where you place your faith. The world is full of charlatans, trying to scratch out a name for themselves amongst the people, Joel.
That's what you believe in.
Belief is an ugly subject. We'll leave that to the professionals at the synagogue.
Joel! Joel! You should have seen it. I just came to you to speak. And I swear, when he finished the lesson, he looked directly at me. He said, "Change your heart, for the kingdom of heaven has come." And then came the drama sick, afflicted, and possessed. Jesus healed. I've never witnessed such amazing things in my life. Oh my! I missed another one of your stories, have I?
No, young man.
Whenever I seem to miss one, Joel takes it upon himself to retell it. But he's not very good, and always seems to forget the end. Which makes me really wonder whether he actually...
Don't ruin your supper, lad. Till another day. And another story.
Rachel! Are you well?
I'm sorry, Joel.
How do you fare?
Excuse me, Joel. I must find Jonathan.
Jesus healed Joel, and Rachel, she saw it. We went. The crowd was too thick. It pushed all around. So we had to climb to the roof.
Pardon? Sorry, I was just looking out.
Oh, you see the lavish party my neighbor's having.
Whose residence is that?
That is Levi, the tax collector.
Who are his guests?
That is Jesus, Joel. Levi joined their number today. And those he calls his disciples. I suppose it's a fond farewell to luxurious living. And now Jesus sits with tax collectors and sinners. Some Messiah, I say. If you ask me, he's just another gifted man seeking to scratch out a name for himself amongst the people.
Do you have a tale? A tale something?
I do, Joel. But first let me ask you. What would you be willing to give to see Rome's hold broken over Israel?
I have nothing but myself to give.
Would you give that?
Certainly.
Joel, would you be willing to live in the dregs? Would you be willing to endure isolation? Would you be willing to give up everything that you have?
Man endures what he must, I suppose.
Answer the question. Would you give yourself?
I have nothing left to give. The woman I love is wed to another. The shop is in Jonathan's hands now that he is well. There's no hope in greater things.
Now it is time for that story. Sit. But let this be for your ears only, Joel. When I was a young man, many years ago, in my hometown, there was a faithful Jew, Joel. He followed God, had a beautiful wife, an 8-year-old son and a daughter, half that. He was a goldsmith and a devout man. Living in a sea town, he was always careful to be home by dark. Seaports are dangerous places, Joel. Wrought with criminals, murderers, rapists. One night, a demanding customer made him stay late. By the time he got home, Joel, what he found was a tragic sight. The door had been torn from its hinges. The woman lay in the corner, crying and holding herself. The son lay passed out on the floor, unconscious. The daughter had been killed. She was only 4, and her innocence was taken from her. The entire family, Joel, was shattered in but minutes. The man who did it was a drunk Roman soldier, a citizen. The Jewish man, he got his revenge. He killed him. He killed the man. But the Romans, Joel, the Romans threw him in prison. To the Romans, the life of a Jew is nothing compared to the life of a Roman citizen. He spent his days separated from his family, Joel. His wife, trapped in the torment of her mind, wasted away. The son grew up, lonely and without a father. I tell you, Joel, I was that boy. That was my father. That was my mother. I ask you again, Joel, what are you willing to give to see the power of Rome broken? Are you with me?
I am.
And thus, began the end.
Marvelous eve, Prince. You'll spoil my friend and I with such festivities.
Good company deserves no less. How fare you, young sir?
Well enough to enjoy the sights.
Sharpen your wits, lad. That will have you for supper. By her own word, she's a catch never to be caught.
And what is her name?
She is Myra. And where are you going?
To test the theory.
He is young, Oma.
And yearning to be molded, Prince.
Where did you find him?
Capernaum. Our agents pointed me in his direction when I asked about new recruits. He's the man we seek.
You speak with such confidence. If the next phase of our journey into freedom is to be executed properly, you must have a man with nary a trace to follow. What of his family? What of his friends? We seek anonymity.
By his own admission, he has nothing except Israel. He's given to the cause.
Your judgment has proven reliable over the years, Oma.
Then trust it now. Have you doubts, Prince?
Sacrifice delves deeper than self. The gravity of our next move will jeopardize the lives of many others. People will die because of him.
Then let Joel be tried.
Very well.
Myra! Myra! May I have a moment?
Just one.
I...
And there it went. Naive, sir.
Wait, one more. One more.
Now you're getting greedy. Go on. You shall have your one more, and all thereafter will cost you.
And what would you have for me in payment?
A step back for every wasted moment until you're out of my sight.
Well, that's reasonable.
Good. Now retrace 2 steps for all that time you just stole.
I wanted to thank you for the lovely dance.
You're welcome. Take a step back.
I've never seen such grace in all my life.
You've been sheltered then. Take a step back.
But just wait to entertain.
Take a step back.
But your movements betrayed me. I saw your secret tonight. There is a mystery behind your dance. You weave enchantment as if it is bidden by some higher power. Call it necessity.
You're riddling.
I'm honest, you're the one playing false. The coin is your god, Nora. You long to move without his weight, don't you? I know what you want.
What is that? Close.
Aha! Good, so you two have met.
How goes this test of yours, Joel?
Little Myra, the lad is needed.
We will continue this later. Oh, it's been years. How do you fare?
Well, I breathe, if that means anything.
As does Rome, my friend. Forgive my interruption, but there should be plenty of time for the two of you to catch up in the coming months.
Will there now?
Come, my old friend. You didn't think yourself privy to all the details of our workings? The path unfolds itself an inch at a time, but not to distract those who walk for the miles left to go. But now we unveil the most crucial step. Gather yourself, lad. Have a seat. As you know, our mother country suffocates under the burden of Rome. What is worse, we tighten the noose ourselves to the corruption of the Sanhedrin and the selfishness of our leaders. Israel pacifies her priests by arguing that Rome respect our religious freedom. The difficulty is that religion and nationalism are one. By their compromise, they have reduced our religion to ceremony. What is left?
Rebellion.
Clever lad. and not this rebellion, but those who occupy us, but those who profit from our occupation. Goliath rages within our midst. Israel cries out for her champion. I hear of a Nazarene carpenter whose simple plea is what is articulated in the heart of the masses. Freedom, faith, hope. Tell me, how much more will Israel be spurred on by a true example?
And you propose Joel to be this example?
Only Messiah could fill that role. But we need a symbol for the people to rally behind. And I propose Joel be that symbol, orchestrated, of course, by our organization.
My prince, he is unknown. How can we trust him with such responsibility?
I understand now. When you sent me away those 2 years ago to find a patriot, you desired someone unassuming and unaffiliated. Now I understand.
I'd like some understanding. I can use that.
From all I've gathered, we're resting years of achievement on untried shoulders.
It is good. He'll have 2 companions with him then on his journey.
Pardon my prince, but I must know. Why not bless this task to one who's already proven himself?
Or herself.
You know my heart. I would gladly follow the lead of Deborah or any of the mighty women who came before me if it meant seeing Israel restored.
Alas, hard enough of that, not enough these days, my dear. You have served us well in the past. But this duty must befall somebody who is unburdened by public identity.
Assuming and unaffiliated. Joel, several weeks ago I asked you a question. Tonight, in the presence of my prince and my peer, I will ask you again. What are you willing to do to see Israel free?
My answer remains. Tonight, Joel dies for Israel.
Well, no. 2 years is well worth the wait. Tomorrow's dawn will be the brightest yet.
Till tomorrow, then.
Till tomorrow.
Aye, you must learn.
One.
Who are you?
And who Israel needs me to be.
And when she no longer needs you, who will you be then? You're more than a shadow. Never forget that as you enter our world.
Who are you?
Forgotten?
Mike. You said I was close. How close?
Closer than any man before you. Take a step forward. Barabbas.
In the coming months, that name was whispered with an air of growing excitement. The clever rascal Barabbas sent you. Others spat the name as a curse, the unspeakable creature, demon of Galilee. Whatever the moniker, the perception of Barabbas was cleverly manipulated through a succession of well-devised dramatics.
We began with simple excursions into petty theft, always targeting those who we knew were loyal to Rome. These ventures produced little monetary gain, but succeeded in nurturing the attention we desired. From there, the stage was set for more daring exploits. Kidnapping. Arson.
Extortion. We plunged the depths in the name of revolution, falling just short of murder. Oftentimes, the authorities were made to look the fool until finally, Rome herself was forced to look in on the matter. Prince Manaen had succeeded in creating an alternative to the passive teachings of Jesus. He awoke in the common man a renewed passion for liberty. The time to act had come.
I tell you, Israel's hero! You know that Barabbas guy. Well, he's done it again! The Roman barracks at Assos lay smoldering like a
barracks that's just been set on fire.
Right! There's open cheering in the streets. The children are forming a marching band, and yarmulke sales are at their highest. The winds of change a blow, my friend, and they blow like a creature on the prowl. A gerbil, perhaps. Excellent.
So you're saying Barabbas and his gerbils of change?
Gerbils of justice.
Pardon. Barabbas and his gerbils of justice swept throughout Israel, nibbling Rome into submission?
And God bless them for it!
What of Jesus?
Who?
The Nazarene? Wise, eloquent speech? He healed your mute wife.
Oh! You don't suppose it's too early to petition for reversal, do you?
David!
She can hear through walls!
David!
May the devil be with you, my friend. Come in. Joel! Is it really you?
Well, who else would I be?
And Oma!
Dismiss.
Joel, it's been long.
We were here on business and decided a reunion might be nice.
If it were kept short.
This is mine.
Joel speaks fond, may be dismissed.
Not too fond, I hope.
No. I say that for her.
So Irene has been replaced.
Irene?
So, how are Jonathan and Rachel these days?
Better than ever. They left the shop in my hands a week ago. They go to Mission Jerusalem. Jesus speaks there. And ever since the healing, they follow him anywhere business allows. One moment. There's something I've been praying that I might take to you. I'll be right back. Coming!
It is not safe here.
Hush, Oma. Joel has been gone for months now. Those he knew require answer lest suspicions be raised.
Our agents in the city could have taken care of this.
Our agents are busy enough recruiting. Besides, this gives us opportunity to establish ourselves more than just citizens.
Fine, we have established. Let us be off.
Calm yourself, my friend. Your paranoia is showing. You shall tarry but a minute and then be gone.
A minute too long, I say, Joel.
I seek for us to be able to have Dismas buy into our charade. Understand that, my friend. It's needed.
So who's Irene?
A faded memory. Nothing.
You two keep that up, and I'm going to start my own rebellion, and you won't be invited.
Sir, you're mistaken.
By the door!
In the name of Caesar, open up!
They said they saw Barabbas.
Upstairs to the window, go!
Joel, the boy knows too much!
Stay space!
For the cost, Joel!
Break the door down.
What is this?
They have us on all sides.
Joel!
You were my greatest accomplishment.
I have your blade, coward!
Joel!
My judgment's greatest failure.
Barabbas!
Ah!
Leave me.
Letters from Rome?
Tell me, Claudia, how shall we endure? Jerusalem sprawls before us, laughing jackal, and we are the rabbits who feign authority. How are we to stand upon such irony?
On legs, braced by resolve.
Resolve cannot exist while Rome plays subject to her subjects. Hear this. Upon examination of written petition from the Jewish Sanhedrin, a growing concern has arisen within the imperial courts pertaining to the inefficiency of certain officials in the East. What? Would they have me sacrifice justice to please those temple tyrants?
Take comfort, Pontius.
Show me the comfort in this madness, and I will gladly have it.
My lord, procurator.
Speak.
Bandit Barabbas and 2 of his men have been apprehended.
Where are they now?
2 have been locked up, and Barabbas is being held outside the Praetorium for questioning.
He shall be with you in a moment.
Away! You pulled me up, woman. What is it?
Look now, my lord. Even now the fires of burnt offerings rising to choke the heavens.
What I would give to see the temple itself ablaze and toppling in on those hypocrites.
How much more precious the sight if it were blazing by your hands. Hear me. Vindication stands at your door and only needs just a gentle push into the fray. Custom calls for a man to be set free today, correct?
It is so.
Well, let it be a man who's harassed the Jewish leaders far worse than we ever could. Free Barabbas. Set a wolf among the jackals.
Ambitious, but you forget, he harasses Rome as well as Israel.
Every worthy venture has its risks. But if you free this Jewish hero, not only will you ensure further hardship for those fanatical hypocrites, but such an act would endear you to the people. They love Barabbas. Give them what they love my husband, and someday these words might sing a far more pleasant tune.
Pardon, sir.
Calm yourself, Captain. I come.
The Jews make their way up from Bethsaida Hill.
Are they armed?
No, my lord. It seems to be a delegation from the Sanhedrin.
Invite them to enter. I will see to our new capture and then meet with them. How has your head been of late?
Aching with dreams I do not understand.
Get yourself rest, Claudia. You've been good to me this day.
Now we see the mighty Barabbas.
Hold him down.
Come, spirit, where's your power?
So demons do bleed.
Ah, but let us see how much.
Stay your weapon.
Only a precaution, my lord.
Bring him to me. Who are you? Come, fellows, speak. I know what you are. For there have been hundreds before you, and there will be hundreds after you. This idea of Barabbas is nothing new. So again I ask, who are you?
I've forgotten.
You will be. Such is the nature of cliches. To the dungeon with him.
What of my companions?
What of them?
The boy is innocent! He's innocent!
Alas, another casualty of propaganda, it would seem. Steady him.
My lord, I require all able bodies in the courtyard.
What has happened?
The Jews are asking for the death of one of their own. They are near rioting.
Are they armed?
No, my lord.
Very well, I will. Why have they not entered the Praetorium?
They say entering the dwelling place of a Gentile would mean defilement on this, their feast day.
Petty superstition. I will see to the matter. Chain him to the wall, then go see to the crowds. Let them pass. Quiet. What charges do you bring against this man?
If he were not a criminal, we would not have brought him to you!
Take him yourself then, and judge him by your own laws.
It is not lawful for us to put any man to death.
We find these men corrupt in our nation.
He opposes payment of taxes.
There must be justice! Are you the king of the Jews?
You have said so. Stand him before me. Are you the king of the Jews? Do you say this of your own accord, or did others say it to you about me?
Am I a Jew then? Your own nation and chief priest have handed you over to me. What have you done?
My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, my servants would fight, that I should not be turned over to the Jews. But now my kingdom is not from here.
Then you are a king.
You say that I am a king, and for this I was born, and for this I have come into the world, to bear witness to the truth. Everyone who is of the truth hears my voice.
Yes, but what is truth? I find no fault with this man. Where is he from?
He goes about all of Judea, teaching from Galilee, even here.
Is he from Galilee?
Yes!
Yes! Then he is Herod's. Let Herod preside over what is his.
Fine!
Drink! Where is my drink?
Pardon
Wine.
Yes, my lord.
So, you wish to debate innocence, do you? What is truth? Answer me that, and I'll consider innocence for your young friend. Come now, you know the custom of this day. If it's freedom you want for the young man, speak. What is truth?
You'll die, never know
You first.
My lord, the Jews returned with their prisoner.
What of Herod?
The Tetrarch admitted the man into his presence with eagerness, but quickly grew bored when his questions met with no reply. He and the palace guard mocked the man, laden him with a cloak before ordering him back to you.
You want truth? They shall see your hand stained crimson with it.
You insolent dog. If that be the case, they shall be purged again, at the breaking of your body!
Brave words from a man who stabs women in the back!
Hold! You brought me this man as one who was perverting the people. And after examining him before you, I did not find him guilty of any of the charges you brought against him. I sent him to Herod, and Herod also found nothing done by him deserving death. Therefore, I will chastise and release him.
No!
Step aside. Let this be for the people. You have the custom that at the Passover I should release for you one prisoner. Shall I release for you the King of the Jews?
Excellency, your wife is troubled, and she sent for me to deliver you a message. She asks that you should have nothing to do with this righteous man, for she has suffered much over him today in a dream.
Who shall I release for you? Barabbas or Jesus, who is called Christ?
No,
What shall I do with Jesus called Christ?
He's a blasphemer! Let him be crucified!
I find no fault in him deserving death.
He's a blasphemer!
I will chastise and release him. Release him.
Barabbas! Barabbas! Joel.
They have Alma and their discs. Virus.
I know, Joel. But we cannot stay here. We must flee. We have work to be done.
Curse your work and curse you! I'll have no more part in it!
Enough. Enough of this. Bring him out.
God have mercy. Flee, Joel!
bring this man out to you, that you may know I find no fault in him.
Crucify him!
Decade? How long?
And by that law, he ought to be put to death because he claims to be the Son of God!
Where are you from? Will you not speak to me? Do you not know I have the power to crucify you and the power to release you?
You would have no power over me unless it was given to you from above. Therefore, he who turned me over to you has the greater sin.
People of Jerusalem, I implore you. We have no king but Caesar! I am innocent of this man's blood. See to it yourself.
His blood be on us!
Yes, his blood be on us and on our children! Bring out the companions of Barabbas. Let all eyes gaze upon the King of the Jews as he hangs among thieves and murderers.
No! Oma! Oma!
Joel! Give me this to Joel!
Joel! Those words are for you, Joel! When Jesus spoke to me, those words are for you! Change your heart! The kingdom of heaven is come, Joel! Inside! Joel! Change your heart!
Let me pass!
No, wrong!
Father! Forgive them, for they know not what they do!
Behold, Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews.
Not King of the Jews, but that he claims to be King of the Jews.
The governor has ordered that the notice remains. He says that what I have written, I have written.
See here, I shall have his garment.
No, it is mine. I took it from him. It is my property.
Give it here.
Hold it. Let us not tear it. Let us decide by lot who will get it.
Save yourself! Save yourself! Come down from the cross! Save yourself!
Yes, he said, brothers, if he's the King of Israel, let him come down from the cross, and we'll see him, and then we'll believe in him.
He put his trust in God. Let God deliver him. For he said, I am the Son of God.
Save yourself! Jesus! If you save yourself, save us as well!
you are under the same sentence of condemnation. But we are indeed justly condemned. So we receive the due reward of our deeds. But this man has done nothing wrong. Remember me, Lord, when you come into your kingdom.
Truly, I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise.
Where are you? See how your children suffer at the hands of wicked men, and yet you do nothing. You do not hear their empty plea. No, the Almighty pays no attention to it. If you can pluck the true desire and take it from me, pierce these ribs, tear this flesh. I'll pour out the fullness of your wrath on me. Oh my God, why have you forsaken me? Why do you let others suffer on my behalf? Of heaven has come. We are forgotten.
It is finished.
The captain sends word. We shall seek harbor at Antioch until the gale subsides. Pardon, sir. Are you well?
Leave me.
Aye. Just be sure to visit the market while we're docked. It's a long way to Crete.
I am innocent of this man's blood. See to it yourself.
One thing more. When you venture off the ship, it would be wise to enlist a few of our men to accompany you. The port is thick with haze and the darkness of storm.
Save your escort. The darkness is nothing new.
Oh, hey, hello, Dave. Are you being followed?
Possibly. My wife is very sneaky. But I had to speak with you.
What is it? Is it Peter?
Yes.
First we lost James to the sword, and now Peter. Lord, have mercy.
Oh, he already has! What? I was there, I tell you. We were all there. We were kneeling in the upper room, praying for Peter's sweet release, when suddenly there came a knock at the door. Mary's maidservant went downstairs to investigate.
And oh, who is it?
sleeping. He had had a rough day, as you can imagine. He was sleeping between two guards. And, ew, look at the cute sleeping little Jew. And they're suddenly bound by two chains as thick as iron. They were tight and constrictive and just not very comfortable. Two sentries stood guard at the door. Einstein, Einstein, Einstein. When suddenly an angel of the Lord appeared. A light shone in the cell. And the angel nudged him ever so gently to wake him up. Wake up, Peter! Wake up!
Peter always loves to help you sleep.
Wake up, Peter! Then the angel said to him, put on your clothes and sandals. And thank goodness Peter did, right? Wrap your cloak around you and follow me! Cashmere? Hey! Peter and the angel were traveling through the prison, but Peter didn't know what he was seeing was actually happening. He thought it wasn't fiction! They passed the first guard. They passed the second. They come to the gate leading to the city. It opens for them by itself. And they walk through it.
Did that man just steal your cloth?
We just call that a donation to the yards. How can I help you on this blessed days?
I'm in need of a seamstress. I have a few bits of clothing that need patching before I ship out.
Oh, and what a better place to come than the material shop, eh?
That was my reasoning.
But I'd be more than happy to point you in her direction.
Simeon, Peter Flynn, I saw him.
Yes, but you must remember we must be careful with our words. Remember? Now, those are words, of course, you can say anytime you get ready. As a matter of fact, if I were you, I would shout them as loud as I can at the top of my lungs right now.
Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus.
What?
Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus.
Joel! Joel! There, come here.
Praise Jesus, Ina.
Yes, praise Jesus.
Irene?
When they had walked the length of one street, suddenly Peter came to himself, saying, now I know that the angel of the Lord has sent his angel to protect me from all the schemes of Herod and the anticipation of the Jews. Hey, look at that.
Joel! Oh, I've missed you. How have you fared these many years?
Well enough. It's really you.
And you! Give your greetings, son. This is the friend I've spoken of so often. He's the man your father named you after.
Where is he?
Come along, child. Oh, and you too, little Joe.
What?
I mean, we would love to hear the rest of your story.
So there was Peter, surrounded by 20 bajillion centurions, when suddenly the angel of the Lord came down, striking his sword into the ground, and up sprang little angels that were singing a hallelujah chorus.
I swear I've seen that man before.
So what brings you to Antioch?
Plague in Judea.
Two of our brothers recently returned from there. Is that your home now?
Hardly. No, I spend most of my time at the sea assisting traders off the coast. I sail for Crete in the morning.
And this has been your life? Stephen and I always wondered if hoped that we might see you again.
I'm sorry. I've broken many a promise in my day, but the one that I've come to regret most is not saying farewell the night of the wedding feast.
No regrets, my friend. We prayed for you often.
Irene, where is Stephen?
He's in the presence
Herod? Oh, he would never enter the service of that despot.
4 years after we were married, we moved to Jerusalem. There our son was born, and there we came to know Jesus.
That name.
That precious name. Stephen and I were baptized and became followers of the church, proclaiming Jesus the risen Messiah.
Did they believe?
Some. But the leaders grew furious. They feared the message and they hated those who were followers of Christ. They stoned Stephen to death for his faith. And he now stands in the presence of our Lord, Jesus Christ.
Jesus is dead.
He is alive and well.
I saw him die, Irene.
And a great many others saw him live 3 days later.
I don't understand. I saw them rend the flesh from his bones with a lash. They took a crown of thorns and they beat it into his brow, Irene. And when they were finished, they handed him over to the same bigots who murdered your husband. I saw the nails. I saw the spear thrust up into his lifeless body, Irene. Jesus is dead.
With a sign brave the wicked, or the rich in his death, though he had done no violence nor was any deceit in his mouth, yet it was the Lord's will to crush him and to cause him to suffer. And though the Lord makes his life a guilt offering, he will see his offspring and prolong his days. I don't know what these years have brought you, Joel, but a good friend recently told me, whoever is in Christ is a new creation. Old things have passed away. Behold, new things come. Tonight, some friends are meeting at the Prince's Palace. Please come, Joel. Please hear the words of our teachers.
Out of the depths, I cry to you, O Lord. O Lord, hear my voice. Let your ears be attentive to my cry for mercy. O Lord, if you kept a record of sins, who could stand? For with you there is forgiveness. Therefore you are feared. I wait on the Lord, my soul waits. And in his word I put my hope. I wait on the Lord. My soul waits. More than the watchmen wait in the morning. More than the watchmen wait in the morning. O Israel, put your hope in the Lord. For in the Lord there is unfailing love. And in him he is redeeming. He himself will redeem Israel from all their sins. May this dwelling be a place of refuge and sanctuary for your children, O Lord. Today and forevermore, this is your house.
Joel! I'm so glad you came. I was afraid you'd leave and I'd never see you again.
Joel!
Prince, get up. All eyes are upon you. Get up.
There was only one Lord here, and he who blesses me with his answered prayer. Finally kneeling before you, begging your forgiveness.
Make no sense.
The Lord looks down from heaven on the sons of men, to all who understand him, seeking the Lord. In my arrogance, I sought vanity, Joel. I saw my God broken and bloody. I did as I've always done. I turned and fled as I've always done. In that hour I fled from you also. And from Oma and Myra. Forgive me!
Not! You do not know what you ask.
Truth. The forgiveness of my sin is far beyond human understanding.
Then how can you ask it of me?
To illustrate the extent of grace. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. You see, Joel, we're all undeserving. And yet he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment he wrought was our peace, was upon him.
And by his wounds we are healed. What brought you here tonight?
A question. A good friend once told me to change my heart. How can I do this?
You've just taken the first step.
Ask me what is truth. I shall tell you in confidence. It is the light that banishes years of darkness. It is the way made straight by God in flesh. He who hung upon the cross meant for me. Ask me where this God is now, and I shall tell you. He is seated at the right hand of Adonai, awakening his servant. For the power of Christ is such that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. And just as he changes water to wine, how much more his love in changing the heart of the murderer through sacrifice? Ask me that, and I shall tell you. The answer lies in the whisper of a small child.
And by his wounds we are healed.